يعني الشحيحة.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my student. I wish you in good health. Welcome to you in the second term. I wish you in good health with you, Mr. Ashraf Ahmed from Ali Gate International Schools. Today, inshallah, we will study Unit 6, Earth and Space. First, I will show to you the Earth and Space. Lesson 1 is talking about how do the Sun, Earth, and Moon interact. Number 2, lesson 2, what are moon phases? Lesson 3 is talking how does the moon move? Lesson 4, what are the planets in our solar system, meaning the Earth, Mars, and so on. Then we study STEM, inshallah, engineering and technology, space exploration. And lesson 5, how can we model the sun? That's an experiment. And I want you to concentrate on the experiment more in this term, inshallah, my student. And I will send you some virtual lab about this to study it well, or study a lot, inshallah. This term, inshallah, a lot of experiments. You must concentrate on the experiment and the study. Now, how do the sun, earth, and moon interact? Interact means move here, move. Interact here means move. The earth move around the sun, not sun move around the earth. The moon move around earth, yes, but the sun move around earth, no. Earth move around sun. In this question, why is only part of Earth's surface visible? When the Earth move around the sun, we consider the sun like that. 1 minute to draw to you. Or that's it here in the image here. You see here, that's the sun, you see, and that is the Earth. That is the sun here, and that is the Earth here. The Earth here. The Earth rotates around the sun. The side which faces the Earth here is the D. You see? The side which faces the sun, the side of the Earth which faces the sun, that is the D. And the side of the Earth which move about away the sun, that is the night. But there is axis here. Do you see the axis? This imaginary axis which move from the north to the South Pole. This is called imaginary axis of the Earth. Due to this imaginary axis, the Earth revolves around itself from west to east. This revolving or this rotation causes day and night. The side which faces the sun calls day, and the side which face away from the sun is called night. And that is the cause of day and night. Our question here, my student, our question here, okay, find the answer to the following question on this lesson and record it here. Okay, I want one of my students, Yusuf Rabia. How are you, Yusuf Rabia?
Yes, mister.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Can you read the question?
Find the answer to the following questions and record it here. Why is only part of Earth's surface visible?
Thanks. Why? Visible means you see it, okay? Why? Because it faces the sun. Because it faces the sun. You write visible because this side, this part of Earth's surface faces the sun. We write it, my student here. Write with me, please. Because this part face the sun. Thanks, Yusuf. Okay, Yusuf. What do you want?
Is any human go to the sun or no?
No, cannot. Because the temperature of the sun it will be 4 million Celsius temperature, you know. On the surface of the sun, okay, it's different from the center of the sun. But temperature is very, 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 very high. You know, Yusuf? You
Yes.
cannot. With the temperature of the sun, if you go to the earth, we have ozone. Do you know ozone?
Yes.
Which reflects the temperature and which reaches to you 1/million over billion of the temperature of the sun. How can you go to the sun? You will melt, you know?
Yes.
You cannot tolerate temperature until 50, until 40, just not until 6,000, 7,000, 1 million like that, Yusuf. You cannot, Yusuf, okay?
Yes.
Okay, Yusuf, you have any question? Okay. Omar Ahmed, how are you, Omar? So we said the on with the part face the sun, okay? That is day and the night. The part which face the sun, day or night? Huh?
What?
The part which face the sun is day or it is night?
Day.
Thanks. So this part which face the sun, okay, is visible because they face the sun. And called day time. And called the daytime. But the other part, thanks Omar Ahmed. I want another one, Abdurrahman Ayman. Abdurrahman Amir, what are the other parts of the earth called?
Called time, night time.
Bravo. Of the earth, which, what, that face away, face away from the sun also, from the sun is called what?
Night time.
Night time. Thanks a lot. It's called the night time. Understand?
Yes, mister.
Okay, thanks, Rahman Ayman. I will give you just 2 minutes to write this question. Okay, I want you to give just 1 minute or to write this, just 1 minute to write it quickly. Okay, now here the question, why is only part of Earth visible? Visible, you see it, means it is day. The day faces the sun, the night doesn't face the sun. Understand? So I will give you just 1 minute. Write, please, in your book, not notebook, in your book. Go. Okay, my students, I think we finish here. My students, if you go to the image here, you see the sun, I said, and the earth. That is the sun, that is the earth. If you go to this image, you see that the earth revolves around the sun. Okay, but at the same time, earth revolves around itself. This axis here, is imaginary axis. You see it? That is imaginary axis. It comes from north, okay, to south here down, from north to south. This is an imaginary axis. That is the axis here. What is the axis? It is an imaginary axis, okay. It extends from North Pole to South Pole, in which the Earth revolves around itself. I will repeat another time. The Earth revolves around itself, and this goes day and night. This goes day and night. Why? Because this is an imaginary axis. This is called the axis of the Earth. Imaginary line. So not real line. This is imaginary line in which the Earth rotates around itself from the North Pole. To the South Pole down, and the Earth revolves like that from west to east. Okay, from west to east. That is the west. That is east. So the Earth revolves from west to east, not from east to west. Like that. That is from west to east. Okay, around its imaginary line. What is imaginary line? It's called axis. And this goes day and night. Why it goes day and night? Because this face or this part of the earth or the side which face the sun, okay, called day. And this part of the earth which away from the sun, called night. You understand? Each planet rotates at different rate. So the length of the day of the planet is different from another planet and different from the other planet. So each planet has its day. For example, we have the Venus planet. The day on Venus planet is different from the day on Earth. The day on Earth is equal to 24 days, 24 hours, I'm sorry. But the day on the Venus equal to 225 days on Earth, So the day on Earth is different from the day on Venus, different from the day on Mars, different from the day of Jupiter. All of them, they are planets, but they are different in the period, okay? Because each planet rotates at different rate. Each planet rotates at different rate. So the length of the day is different. I will write for you, here. So each planet has its day. Understand? Here, the sun appears to rise and east and set in the west. Why? Because the Earth rotates on its axis. On its axis. Okay, from west to east. At the same time, the day on the Venus equal to 125 days on Earth. So the day on the Venus is different from the day on the Earth. Why? Because each planet, what are planets that are dark bodies which revolve around the sun? Like Earth, like Mars, like Jupiter, like that. Rotates mean the revolve, mean the move. Rotates at different rate. So the length or the period, the length is the period, the length of a day is different. Of a day is different. The length of a day is different. Here you will find that one day of Venus equals 225 days on Earth. Why? Because Venus is a planet. Earth is another planet. But the day on Earth is different from the day on Venus. Why also? because each planet rotates at different rate. So the length of a day is different. The length of a day on each planet is different from each other, you know. So that's everything here. Today we are studying Earth and space. How do the Sun, Earth, and Moon interact? Interacting means the move. First, we'll study the movement of the Earth. What is the axis? It is an imaginary line in which the Earth rotates around itself. From the North Pole to the South Pole, once every 24 hours, as we see here in the image here. That is the imaginary line here, do you see? The face or the side which faces the sun is called the day. The side which faces away from the sun is called the night. So according to movement of the Earth or rotation of the Earth around itself, around its axis, cause day and night once every 24 hours. You know? We have because the day, okay, have 24 hours. Okay, Asr Tariq, okay, Asr, what's your question?
Mr. My question is the sheet in you before you make a sheet. What is the sheet?
Sheet about the lesson. You write in the notebook now. Do you see this one? You write it now, and I will give you the time to write this sheet in your notebook now. You know? Okay.
Okay.
You write it now in your notebook. Just write in your book. Okay. So, my student, Omar Ahmed, do you have any question?
No, thanks.
Okay. Okay, my students, I will leave you to you just 4 minutes to write the lesson today. All of the students lower your hand. If you have any question, raise your hand. All the students lower your hand.
Okay, Mr. Thanks.
Okay, Omar, thanks. Okay, all the students, if you have any question, raise your hand. But during that, write this in your notebook. Write all of this lesson in your notebook now due to the time. Now, write it, please. I will give you just 4 minutes to write. Quickly, please. Write quickly. Read my students your name. What's your name, my students? You, what's your name? This student. What is your name, please? This student. Yes, you. What's your name? I want to this student, please. What's your name? Where are you moving now?
My name Mustafa.
Mustafa, what? This iPhone? Mustafa, what? Mustafa
Mustafa
what?
Omar.
Mustafa Omar. You write your name, Mustafa, after that. Do you write Mustafa Omar? Yes.
مستر بس شوية بس بكتب
Mustafa or
اسمه.
no? You write? Write in your notebook now, Mustafa. Students, some students understand well or no? Okay, Hamoud Al-Bazi, how are you, Hamoud?
Yes, Mister.
You write today in your notebook or no?
Yeah, I'm writing.
Okay, what is the reason of day and night? Why?
The
What
reason
does the
of
Earth, yes, rotation cause day and night? Why?
because
The Earth rotates.
K,
The Earth, do you know the Earth?
yeah.
Rotate around what? Its axis. Rotate around its
Axis.
every 24 hours. Okay. What? Okay. Thanks. In 24 hours. Okay. My students, I forget that is your homework today will be on page. Okay. 298. Your homework will be on page 298. I'll write for you. 298 is homework today. Inshallah, online or on the site, I always will solve with each other. Okay. Okay. Thanks. Ahmed Hamada, how are you, Ahmed?
Yes, miss.
What is axis, Ahmed? What is axis? Do you see?
What?
Axis.
Earth's
What is axis?
Earth's axis runs through its from the North Pole to the South Pole.
Thanks, but the imaginary line. Okay, not a real line, imaginary line. The scientists do it a line, but imaginary, imaginary line.
Yes.
I want Ali Ahmed Abdul Fattah. How are you, Ali? Ali?
Yes, mister. Yes, mister.
What is axis, Ali?
Axis?
Yes.
It is an imaginary line in which the Earth rotates around itself from the North Pole to the South Pole once every 24 hours. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. So that's a just line, that's imagine, not a real line, not true line, not true line, imaginary line. Okay, Ammar Al-Harbi. What does Earth's rotation cause, Ammar? Okay, Ammar. Okay, Ammar Al-Harbi, where are you? Okay, Asr Ahmed, my friend Asr. Asr Ahmed, where are you? Okay, Asr.
Mister, I am Iyad.
Yad Hani, you are Yad Hani Muhammad or Yad Hani Khaliji?
Yad Hani Muhammad.
Okay, Yad Hani, what does Earth's rotation cause, Yad? What does Earth's rotation cause?
Day and the night.
Thanks. Let's cause that the answer, day and night. Thanks.
Yes, mister. Sorry.
Thanks. Okay, Asr Ahmed, how are you, Asr?
Thank you.
1 day of Venus equal how many days on Earth?
225 days.
Why? Because,
24 hours of the Earth means 1 day.
Thanks. Why also? Because each planet rotates at different rate, mean the different days, mean different hours. So the length of a day is different, The length of a day on Venus is different from the length of the day on Earth. Okay, Asr? Okay? Thanks, Asr. Muhammad Saad. How are you, Muhammad Saad?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine.
The sun appears to rise in the east and set in the west. Why?
Because the Earth rotates on its axis from west to east.
Thanks. So it will move from west to east. Thanks. Not east to west, my friend. From west to east. From west to east, not east to west. Okay, my student. Ahmed Al-Badawi, okay? The other one, Nawaf Al-Jarbu, how are you, Nawaf? My students?
Fine.
Inshallah. Inshallah, you are excellent. Yes, the sun appears to rise in the east and set in the west. Why?
Bis the earth
Because that's the BEC means
because the earth
rotates.
rotates
means Nawaf, rotates means move, okay?
move
Move, okay? Or
on it
axis.
its axis from west to east.
East. Do you know west? West different from west, okay? To east, not east.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay. You're welcome, Mr.
Today? Okay, understand today? Okay, so Sulaiman Rahim, how are you, Sulaiman?
Yes.
How are you, Sulaiman?
Good.
All good? Okay,
Yes.
what is the axis?
What?
Axis. Axis of the earth.
Axis is the. I think it's the. Is the imaginary line from the south to the north.
Thank from the north to the south. From the North Pole, South Pole, in which the earth rotates, okay, around itself. You know? The earth rotates, it's an imaginary line, not a real line, not true.
Yeah, it's just imaginary.
Because thanks, imaginary. Imagine something that is you will imagine that is not real. That is not real. It is not true. You know. But they put it just to know that if the earth will rotate. Okay, like equator. That's the imaginary line also. Okay, thank you so much. I think you understand today, Sulaiman. Okay?
Yes.
So, my children, thanks for good listening.
But,
okay.
Mr. I have a question.
Okay, Sulaiman. Yes.
This is a long time ago. It's like at the beginning.
What?
At the lesson. It was like when you could fly to the earth. What
here in this,
there was
here
I have this weird question. I don't know why, but what if there was no earth, no what is it called? No sun or no moon? What would happen? Would you freeze
what
to death?
happened is that sun and moon? What happened is that the sun okay,
go
is
away.
made from the earth.
There's no sun. There's no sun.
There is no sun, mean no heat, no day. Understand? There's no life at all. Okay, Sulaiman Uthman?
It's just
Sulaiman, there's no
darkness
the sun
and
give.
So it's just darkness and cold.
Yeah, no cold. It will be cold all the time, you know. And there's no life at all. There's no plants, you know.
What if you live?
The plants will not. Because
It's like the dinosaurs. It's like when the dinosaurs went extinct.
What?
Like it was like when the dinosaurs went extinct. Like the asteroid made like a lot of black. I don't know. It was like black smoke.
There is no sun. Nothing
about to block everything.
You have to talk about. If there is no sun, means you have to talk about there is nothing. Okay, because the sun is the main okay source of energy in the earth. You talk about the earth, okay? You talk about the earth, or you talk about asteroid and another thing. You talk about the sun. You talk about the sun. There is no sun. You talk about what happens.
What if
there is no sun? No. And moon?
Yeah.
If there is no moon.
Like I heard
no sun mean that.
Would like the tides grow bigger? You're lagging, mister.
Yes.
You're lagging.
My sound is lagging?
It was like I could hear you, then you're mute. I could hear you, then you're mute, like that.
Thanks. No problem. So there is no sun, my friend. Okay, your question is okay. Mean there is no life, no moving of everything, because that Allah Subhanahu wa Taala says, okay, in Quran al-Karim, okay, كلهم في فلك يسبحون. Okay, Quran al-Karim, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala says, all of this, okay, move around. So sun move around the center of the universe. Earth move around the sun, moon move around the earth, and so on. All of these bodies will move around itself to make the universe move around itself in a continuous movement. You know?
Yeah.
You understand now?
Yes.
Thanks. Okay. Well, thanks, my children, for good listening, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Bye.
Bye.